corrupt thing that's going on, some of the statements that were made. I have explained to you the content of the letter, and I gave you the context of the transaction. No ticket was sold by the DOC. The DOC received no monies. Initially, as I explained to you, the ATR, agent ticket reseller, which is something that is permitted by the ticket agreement, but because that agent was not approved, the royalties that he gave of $3,500 US initially, to be followed by another $6,500, which would have been $10,000 royalties for selling tickets on our behalf. And let me also say to you, Matt, about other facts. If we had sold tickets, 20% of the sold tickets would have come to the DOC as part of its fundraising. That is all part of the agreement.
$827. We're following this one very closely. Of course, Carlton Baptist, you were one of the first in receipt of that letter. You've heard the president of the Dominica Olympic Committee. What do you make of his response?
Matt, let me say good morning to you. Good morning to your many listeners, and give God thanks and praises for yet another beautiful day. I heard Mr. Wilson's response. I also had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Wilson yesterday, just after he spoke with you, and I also spoke with Mr. Philip White, the treasurer of the Dominica Olympic Committee. I also furnished Mr. White with a copy of the letter, because Mr. White did not have a copy of the letter. I furnished him with a copy of the letter. And I am still perplexed. Mr. Wilson, we had a nice discussion. He was raising his voice a bit, etc. But I'm not amused at his responses. Let's take the whole thing into context. You go to Rio. You receive a letter, an email from an organizing committee with such serious allegations. You use your cell phone and you respond to whoever it is who made those serious allegations, and you responded to him, and then you said to him that you will give a further response to the entire situation when you get back home on the DOC letterhead. But here, what is even much more perplexing, the response that you gave, you forwarded it to, according to you, not all your members, not all your executive members, but some of them. So I'm saying to Mr. Wilson, don't you think, sir, it would have been prudent to send it to each and every executive member? He says, no. So I said to him, okay, you did not send it to all the executive members, but at least, Papa God, send them an email to say to them, look, this is the situation, and I have responded to the gentleman, and we will discuss that further, but this is what I sent to the gentleman. So you send that to your entire executive. Mr. Wilson does not agree. But if you look further down in the letter has some serious allegations. Serious allegations. And Mr. Wilson is not addressing those serious allegations in that letter. Mr. Wilson's concern, in fact, you would have heard him, Matt, on DBS radio. I was the one who furnished the DBS with a copy of that letter, because I just find that we as the media in Dominica, we cannot allow that to just go like that. We cannot allow that to go like that. So I took it on my own to make a copy of the letter available to Gavin Richards at DBS Radio, because this is serious. Because if you look at a section of the letter, and I also discussed, and Mr. White I must say, agrees with me that this is a serious letter. This is a serious letter, because when you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th paragraph of the letter, which says, furthermore, the elements brought to the attention of the IOC clearly highlight a lack of transparency and good governance within the Dominica Olympic movement, as they show that access to the ticketing program was provided to a person unauthorized by 2016. In such context, the IOC urges the Dominica Olympic movement to improve its model of management and governance in order to be compliant with the principles of the Olympic Charter. I'm saying to Mr. Wilson, but Mr. Wilson, how do you respond to that? All he's saying is that they did not sell any tickets. And then on DBS, he makes the comparison of the music festival selling tickets, and if you did not sell tickets, then, but clearly they are in breach of oath. Is the gentleman mad? Is Christopher, the keeper, mad? The director general, is he mad to just pen a letter like that?
Because somebody's asking a very important question here, Matt. If the International Olympic Committee gets a percentage and the IOC knows DOC didn't sell tickets, why would IOC write such a letter?
But that is my point. That is my point. And again, why did Mr. Wilson not bring that to the attention of his executive member?
A very important question, Carlisle, because when I called the Olympic Committee office yesterday, they said that was the first that they were hearing of that letter, and also went on to tell me that Mr. Wilson is out of state, so when he returns, about 2 seconds later, Mr. Wilson calls and says, well, I'm on the island. I said, well, maybe your office was not aware. So, something doesn't seem right there. But
it's so clear. Something is amiss. What is going on? You are the president of this sporting organization, this major organization. You are the president of this major organization. You receive a letter, a serious letter such as that, from the International Olympic Committee, making serious accusations and warning you, telling you this letter further constitutes a serious warning which will be taken into consideration for the future. It's telling you that you're under your management and governance. It is lacking transparency and good governance. That is, and Mr. Wilson is saying that people must read the letter properly. But at least Mr. Wilson knows that I went to the Dominica Grammar School while he was teaching at the CIFOCOL then. I went to the Dominica Grammar School and I did 5 years there. So I have a good understanding of English. I can understand English, and he's very much aware of that. Respectfully, Mr. Wilson. So don't try to take us and bring us all over the place. Something is not right, and you need to explain to the general public what is going on.
You get the impression, Carla, that all is not well at the IOC.
But it's a fact that all is not well at the IOC, at the DOC. Sorry, there is infighting, which is a fact. There's a faction. You have Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson and the General Secretary, they are not seeing eye to eye. Mr. Wilson and Mr. Thomas Dossett, and they are not seeing eye to eye. Facts. That is a fact. And you can take that to all the banks in Dominica, and you'll get the biggest loan. Okay? Mr. Dossett, I am aware, missed a few meetings, and eventually he came, but they have something going on. Mr. Wilson claims that, look, he no longer can work with the General Secretary. He does not have confidence in the General Secretary. So things are not good at the...
That is not good as it relates. This is an international body here, and we are affiliated, and the kind of signals are being sent out there. It's not good. So I suspect, they should go back to the drawing board and try to fix these things, whatever is going on.
But let me tell you further, Matt. The Dominica Olympic Committee held an annual general meeting recently. They did not even invite the press. And the kind of things that went on at that meeting, it was like a boys' club wanting to shut up people. There was a back and forth between Mr. Wilson and Mr. Dorset, and Mr. Wilson accusing Mr. Dorset, and a whole set of things. This is an annual general meeting. You did not even invite the press to cover that meeting. What is going on? Why are they hiding? My brother is inside there. Remember some time ago, they dismissed the entire staff. And remember when I brought that out, Mr. White, who was the treasurer, still is the treasurer, said that he was not aware that the staff was dismissed. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. When I brought it to the attention of Mr. White, I said, Mr. White, how can you not be aware that the entire staff was dismissed when you signed the redundancy letter, and not the redundancy letter, sorry, the check that was given to them as dismissal letter was signed then by Mr. Philip White, the treasurer. And you telling me that you are not aware as to what is going on. It's the same Mr. White again that says to us he is not aware of that letter. Matt, I don't know. But I gave him, and I'm taking it on face value for what he says. I've taken the liberty of giving him a copy of that letter yesterday. We had a nice discussion. I must say, Mr. Wilson and myself, we had a nice discussion. I gave him a copy of that letter. So smart. We need to stay on that. Something is not right. And remember some time ago, there was this whole fracas going on because there were sporting organizations that were non-existent that ended up voting, and the International Olympic Committee had to intervene into what was going on in Dominica. And I do not know. It appears that people into that management seem to want to just be managing those organizations. By the way, those organizations have a lot of money. They have a lot of money and a lot of travel available. Now, the General Secretary he went to Rio. Remember I told you yesterday that the General Secretary went to Rio not because they wanted him to go to Rio. It's because they did not have a choice. It is mandatory at such meetings that the General Secretary must be present, and the President must be present also. So, Mr. President and Mr. General Secretary, they were mandated to be there. But if Mr. Wilson had his way, Mr. Dorset would not have gone to Rio 2016. That is to show you the level of I don't want to say animosity, but the level of disunity that is going on in the Dominica Olympic Committee. They just need to disband that and get those guys out of the way.
Carl Baptist, thank you very much. We'll be following on this one very closely. Talk to me.
Morning, Matt.
Yes.
You guys doing a good job, man. I give Carl kudos for that because he's very precise in how he operates on that one. What I have to say is in reference to even what happened with Hillary Clinton and Mr. Clinton went to see the Attorney General, and she came to a conclusion, and the FBI said that he didn't see anything wrong in what she did. It's similar to what I'm hearing concerning that this guy responded to a letter where they could hack your email or something like that, and then some of the people down here that is in the executive didn't know about it. So something is wrong, Matt, and this is the way our country, as Dominicans, who I love that country so much, is being represented over there. It saddens me, Matt. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's 4493095, 4493096. People asking some questions there on the WhatsApp. The letter, somebody says here, is specific to Dominica. So how does Mr. Wilson, others receive a similar? Let's see, he said. Let me just get it again. It's missing a few words, but I'll put it together. The letter is specific to Dominica. So how does Mr. Wilson say others received a similar letter? The letter is not a general letter. 4493095, 4493096. Let's take another phone call. Hello.
Matt, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
How are you doing, Matt?
I'm here.
Thanks God for the good health and strength and being in the good atmosphere of Dominica. But Matt, the other atmosphere in terms of our regulations, our people who lead, Matt. But I do not understand why continually that Olympic Committee is in disrepute, is on the air with morning, noon, and night in not being functioning properly. Matt, how will you expect the young people to function properly when we have the people who head the key institutions here are not functioning properly, Matt? Matt, it is sad and it is telling, and that has to stop. How are we going to address these things? This is not these people's body that they will run it how they want. It is something where our people have to take their best foot forward and show these people we have a say in that. And I'm happy that you guys can do that work for Dominica, Matt, because Dominicans seem to look at you guys as people who start controversy, but not highlight the things that are actually affecting us in this country. Matt, I just hope that we can come to a point where we can take control of the things that truly affect our development in this country, Matt.
Hello. I'm sorry. Better try calling me back. 449-3095, 449-3096, and 449-3097. Let's go back to the telephone. Hello.
Hey, good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Matt, there's something interesting that Mr. Wilson said about the gentleman who they used to sell tickets, the ATR or something like that. You refer to him as?
Yes.
He mentioned that the guy was not approved by the IOC. I am sitting there and I'm thinking, Matt, if this guy had a reputable character with respect to that particular business, I do not think that they would have problem in approving him, because as Mr. Wilson indicated, the ATR, that's an option, that's a way that they could sell tickets. But apparently, based on what I'm sensing, these ATRs must be approved by the IOC after they have carried out all their due diligence work, Matt. Matt, do you see a similarity, Matt, with respect to the sale of our passports, Matt? Where our passports, Matt, are being given to all types of crooks and criminals, foreigners, to be sold on the black market and in other markets, Matt, where you have the highest bidder, and we in Dominica get the crumbs of the money to do little petty, little work, little development projects, Matt, while the big, all the millions and the billions, they're stacked in foreign accounts in Panama and other places, Matt. and they use as the will and fancy of the government, Matt, to finance the illegal elections and to buy votes and so on, Matt. So what the IOC has done is send a statement to the people of Dominica, especially those in the DOC who seem to be adopting this carrot model of management. That's management by corruption and lack of transparency, Matt. The IOC has sent a message to them saying clearly, you will not be selling our tickets or using our tickets like how your government sells their passport like fish on the black market for all types of...
Well, the letter did not state that, okay, Brian? It did not state anything about passports and black market.
That's the message, Matt.
Oh, you're trying to reference, but the letter did not say anything like that. The letter, somebody says, is correct in stating lack of transparency and good governance. The president has confirmed it by withholding information, meaning the letter, from the executive members. Why the secrecy? Yellow.
Hello, good morning, Matt.
Morning to you, sir.
Matt, the National Olympic Committee. Matt, that is a national issue. Clearly, that is a national problem. And I want to talk about the letter talking about transparency and openness, Matt. This is the problem we have. We have a situation where a week and a half ago, Dr. Vince Henderson told us he was looking for a job because he's no longer at the UN. But mysteriously, he appears in Dominica this week with a budget of $40 million. $40 million budget approved by Parliament for geothermal energy. This means that this man going to have as chairman of that committee $40 million to play politics in the St. Joseph constituency. Money. Everything about is money. They ask the poor man in this country, the barefooted man, the farmer, do not ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. What Charles Savard closed down the country for 47 days? His salary can pay 20 teachers every month. But he sit down there milking the resources of the state. That is how the country is being run. It's money. Them guys on the Olympic Committee, you hear the guy say, money flowing, Matelte. When will this thing stop? Just now you're going to hear the contract Vince signed with the government of Dominica, Dr. Vince, the same individual. While he served as ambassador at the UN, he missed dozens of meetings educating himself. He didn't ask what he can do for the country at that time. When will the resources of the country be respected by the limited few in government? Matt, when last the average Wesley man touched $1,000 as a result of agriculture? We have to understand the issues that affect us, we country people, and get rid of that quote-unquote criminal enterprise masquerading as government, Matt. Thank you very much.
Somebody's asking, where is the Ministry of Sports in this? Are they concerned? Good morning. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Matt.
My brother, how are you doing?
Very well, man. Good to, Matt, Mr. Wilson, speaking with you, said that he spoke to only one gentleman who had questions. So it seems as if he is open to questions. Well, Matt, and you spoke of, possibly speaking with him again. Matt, there are some questions that need to be asked about, what do they call him, the ATR? Mm-hmm. Right. There are many questions that need to be asked about this ATR. It's been made clear already in the letter that the one that was selected by Dominica was not approved by the IOC. My question here is, clearly, the reason that he was not approved is because he's not reputable. It's clear. The question here is, does this mean because that one agent, Mr. Schultz or whatever, was not approved, that there was no one else in the world, no other agent in the world that was available besides this guy? And the question that the letter raises about, again, tickets and unauthorized person. Are you making a connection to not allowing or not authorizing a particular person to be involved in the sale? And then they say, but there's also another issue here about tickets now. You said you're not going to sell, but tickets now involving an unauthorized person. That I don't believe that was just a Dominican who got a ticket from the Dominica Olympic Committee and went to the games. So, Matt, there are some questions that Mr. Wilson must know that need to be asked by many of us. So it is not a man, and he said, everyone else who commented on it, they were whatever he said. You know what? I am saying, Mr. Wilson, for the mind, the common sense in our minds tell us something is very wrong, especially as it relates to the person that you guys figure on. That you guys could mean one man. I don't know who decided, but could mean that only one man in the world that you guys could figure could represent and make money off selling our tickets that we are all allocated. And if he can't do it, then nobody else. Something is wrong, sir. Have a good morning, my brother.
Which will be taken into consideration. Mr. Felix A. Wilson, President, Dominica Olympic Committee.
Activate a 500 megabyte prepaid data plan or higher and get 50% more. Wow. And be sure to download the Flow Rio 2016 Extra app so you can watch every minute of every event. You won't miss a moment of the magic of the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. For more information, visit discoverflow.co.
Free up with 6 months broadband internet from Digicel Play. Simply sign up for Play TV service and get 8 megabyte broadband internet free for 6 months. Enjoy more channels on Digicel Play TV. Watch all the latest movies and sports in high definition and get 6 months free reliable broadband internet with free installation and free modem. This offer is valid for a limited time only. Call us at 616-1600 or 616-1700 for more information or visit the Digicel Play office on Bath Road. Digicel terms and conditions apply. Experience extraordinary.
This is it, the 2016 Madam Wop Duet Canada Cultural Show. Madam of Madams is on Saturday, October 1st, 2016 at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue, Markham Road and 401 in Toronto, Canada. The best of Dominica's culture will be on display as we celebrate the Madam Wop Duet Canada's 5th anniversary. The Madam Wop Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, will be a fierce contest as past winners and runners-up bring their experience, flair, and beauty to the stage. There can only be one Madam of Madams. This year's theme is Viva Cici Calderon, honoring one of Dominica's cultural advocates, Mabel Alice Cici Calderon. Tickets are only $50 for dinner, show, and dancing. October 1st, 2016 Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Toronto, Canada. See you there.
Solo Jams presents the second Black and Yellow Annual Affair at the Rochdale Center, 16965 137 Avenue, Jamaica, New York. The biggest bands and artists on the lineup Saturday, September 3rd. Colton T. Swinging Stars. Major Mystic. Asa Bunton. Triple K. Is the second annual Black and Yellow Affair. Tickets only $40. Call 347-470-9031 or check Solo Jams Facebook. More details. Doors open 10 p.m. The biggest weekend affair for Labor Day. Triple K, Asa Bunton, Swinging Stars, Major Mystic, Colton T, and more. Yellow and Black. Don't miss it. See you there. Saturday, September 3rd.
It's okay for a woman to do it, right? In fact, all women are not guilty for doing it. They just keep on doing it. Anytime, any day, it's okay. But when a man starts to do it, well, Steadman not ashamed to do it, and his wife not complaining. She liked to watch him do it with his hand, no glove. She enjoyed watching him, especially when he had to wring it tight and the last bit of water come out. He's about to complete washing the family clothes, especially on Saturday and Friday nights. But when he finishes her best part, the last round is to pull out his Ensueno fabric softener. He buy AC Shillingford and Company. His wife just like the nice natural body fragrance of the fabric softeners in her clothes on the line drying. She just go. He likes fresh harmony. She likes all the fragrances at Shillingford, especially violet bouquet. Yes, Ensueno fabric softener. That's what I'm talking about from AC Shillingford. Your colors don't fade. Colors stay close, soft, smell good. From AC Shillingford, use it. Remember, don't spend a lot. Shop at AC Shillingford where you spend less and get more.
KC Fashions and Enterprise, located on 82A Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, Dominica, opposite the Financial Center, affording great brands like Lacoste, Adidas, Coach, Vans, and Levi's, with other attractive, seductive items from Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works. Call them at 265-1921 or email them at kncfashions@gmail.com. KC Fashions and Enterprise. Other great brands include Tom's, New Balance, Saucony, Polo, Reebok. Come on down and see what's in store. Prices lower than anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. Opening hours 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Mondays to Fridays.
It's hurricane season. Now is the time to get prepared. Ensure that your disaster-ready kit is up to date. Keep identification and money close. Educate your family on an evacuation plan. Prepare your family and ensure their safety. Remember, disasters don't know time, so be prepared.
Mommy, can I have a kiddie's tablet this summer, please?
Child, no. I have to worry about how I'm going to pay for your school items and my education so that we can have a good life.
Don't worry, the National Cooperative Credit Union offers a Learn While You Earn loan on very special terms. You can work and further your education. Let NCCU finance your education. Affordable monthly payments, no fees, and free loan protection coverage. We also provide loans to study overseas and to cover school expenses so your kids can be ready for September.
Mommy, can I please get the tablets?
Paracetamol.
Mommy!
Just kidding. Okay.
Apply at any NCCU branch today for your Learn While You Earn loan. Call 255-2172 or visit our website at www.nccudominica.com.
Back to school time is here, and you don't have to break the bank to get all that the kids need. Shop at Save-A-Lot HBC, offering the best quality at the best prices, giving you great value for every dollar spent. Go back to school the Save-A-Lot way with all the great gear you need. Save-A-Lot, where back to school savings is made easy every day.
Mr. Felix A. Wilson, President, Dominica Olympic Committee, 40 Hillsborough Street, Roseau, Dominica, Office of the Director General, Rio de Janeiro, 29th July, 2016.
that letter is addressed to Felix, coming from the director.
Yes.
Okay.
International Ticketing Program, Rio 2016. Dear Mr. Wilson, dear President, the IOC has been made aware of a number of issues in relation to the International Ticketing Program for the Games of the 21 Olympiad in Rio in 2016. In particular, it has been drawn to the attention of the IOC by the Rio 2016 Organizing Committee that the National Olympic Committee of Dominica did not respect the terms and conditions of the ticket sales agreement and was in breach of the IOC Code of Conduct. As clearly explained during the information seminars on ticketing, no breach of the TSA nor of the IOC Code of Conduct can be accepted. This letter therefore constitutes a serious warning which will be taken into consideration for the future. We also inform you that the challenges experienced in Rio 2016 with your National Olympic Committee will be taken into account when considering your ticketing needs for the next Olympiad, Pyongyang 2016 and Tokyo 2020. Furthermore, the elements brought to the attention of the IOC clearly highlight a lack of transparency and good governance within Dominica Olympic Committee, as they show that access to the ticketing program was provided to a person unauthorized by Rio 2016.
Can you read that line again for me, Elijah Baptist?
Furthermore, the elements brought to the attention of the IOC clearly highlight a lack of transparency and good governance within the Dominica Olympic Committee, as they show that access to the ticketing program was provided to a person unauthorized by Rio 2016. In such context, the IOC urges the Dominica Olympic Committee to improve its model of management and governance in order to be compliant with the principles of the Olympic Charter. If you have any questions on any of the matters addressed in this letter, please first contact your client owner counterpart at the IOC, Toshio, and that other name, I don't think I can pronounce it. Yours sincerely, Christopher D. Keeper, Director General.
Good afternoon, Matt.
All right. Well, I was told that you were out of state. Apparently, you are, and maybe some people are not.
No, I'm not out of state. I'm in Dominica.
Well, I'm happy. Your office told me.
I was out of state. Yes.
So maybe they're not aware, and maybe they're not also aware that you have received that letter that Carlisle John Baptist.
I'm very much aware. Carlisle.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying that your office told me that this letter, it was the first that they were hearing of that letter.
The president of the Dominican Olympic Committee.
Okay, it was a direct. Okay.
The executive haven't met to discuss the letter, but a response has already been sent to the IOC.
All right.
I am not the only one that received in the Caribbean that letter. It refers to an agreement for ticket sales. And it was sent to 8 countries, if you want the names of the countries: Bahamas, Grenada, BVI, Antigua. Did I mention Grenada?
No, you did not.
Okay, and Grenada, Dominica, and probably 1 or 2 others. What it entails... I just want to ask a question and be very clear. Does it make it okay because these other countries have received that letter? Yes. Other countries have received.
No, I'm saying, but does it make it okay that the other countries have received the letter, including Dominica?
Okay, I'm just going to explain to you. I never said anything is being made okay. There's nothing to be made okay.
No. I think you're misunderstanding you because you're quick to point out, Mr. Felix Wilson, that the other countries received the letter as well. So I'm saying, does that make it okay that the other countries received the letter?
Okay, listen. You have to speak in context.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, please, let me speak in context, Matt. If you are aware of the facts more than I am, then you can go on with all your questioning. That doesn't lead to anything. I am giving you the context in which that letter was received, and I'm also informing you it was received by other groups. The IOC gave two options for sale of tickets ages ago, okay? One of them was to have what is called an ATR, an agent ticket reseller, okay? Or alternately, the National Olympic Committee sells tickets. Good. We had gone for the first option for the ATR, the agent ticket reseller, and the organizing committee and IOC informed us that the agent who was acting on behalf of all the countries I mentioned and some in Africa and Europe, etc., they did not approve that person as an ATR. We dropped that. Okay? And we pursued the other angle of selling tickets as a DOC, a National Olympic Committee, which is an option that was given by the IOC. When we could not raise the capital to do so, we also dropped that. We got permission from the organizing committee of Rio. They accepted that we will not be selling tickets as a National Olympic Committee. And that's where the matter ends. What IOC has done, IOC has written and informed that we have to stick, if we had initially said that we wanted to sell tickets, we have to stick to that agreement. Okay? And that if we do that in the future, then we will not be able to sell tickets. But we haven't sold tickets. Is that clear, Matt? We haven't sold.
I'm following you, sir. Continue, sir. Continue.
Neither have we had an ATR. You get me? The only reasonableness I heard on your program was Dr. Clayton Shillingford, okay, who is not looking for controversy, but for an explanation, okay? And he plays an alternate view. He lay credibility to Felix Wilson. There is no, disclosure that has to take place that cannot be spoken about. It is as transparent. I gave you two scenarios how tickets were being sold for the Olympic Games.
Explain this part of the letter for me. That I think I have a copy of the letter right now. That it showed that some person, unauthorized person, was given a ticket. Can you explain that?
No unauthorized person was given ticket, Matt. No unauthorized person was given ticket. I told you the scenario that started well about almost a year ago, where you had the option to choose what is called an ATR. And the person that we chose was Mr. Howard Schwartz, okay, who was an ATR. But he was not given the permission from the organizing committee of Rio 2016 or from the IOC. We dropped that, okay? He had advanced some $3,500 as royalties. We sent that back to him. So we dropped that. We, however, tried to sell tickets as an NOC, which is the second option, and we did not have the capital, and we did not pursue that. That's where the matter ends.
So, Mr. Wilson, because I really want to follow you very clearly there and try to get a better understanding of. You did say just early in the interview that you have already responded to the letter, but you did admit as well too, very early, that you did not meet with the executive just yet, so they don't know nothing about the letter. So why would you send off a letter without getting the blessings of the executive?
Listen, relax. I'm
very relaxed. That's why I'm taking my time, sir.
Please. Just listen. A letter is sent to me while I was at the Olympic Games. I responded on my cell phone and informed the IOC I will respond on the letterhead officially.
Well, you did not say that when you started. You said you responded. So I'm saying, why would you want to respond as president without getting... But you said you responded on your cell phone. So there's anything else that you want to add, sir?
Hold on, Matt. Please, don't rush the gun now. I responded, I told you, using my cell phone. I was at the games when I got that letter. I responded on my cell phone, but I informed in the response, and if you want it, I will send it to you. I respond that I will respond officially. Are you think?
following you, sir.
Yeah, please.
I'm following you every word. Go ahead.
It's surprising that you have a letter, you make a mountain out of a molehill. Well, not necessarily.
No, we only exposed the letter today. And of course, we exposed the letter today, and now we're getting your response. I'm very happy that you're responding in the way that you are. But I'm sure that the public will continue to ask the questions that they have to ask, and they have a right to. You represented the country.
That's why I'm responding to you.
Well, that's why I'm very happy that you are, sir.
I have absolutely nothing to hide. There is no corrupting that's going on. Some of the statements that were made. I have explained to you the content of the letter, and I gave you the context of the transaction. No ticket was sold by the DOC. The DOC received no monies. Initially, as I explained to you, the ATR, agent ticket reseller, which is something that is permitted by the ticket agreement, but because that agent was not approved, the royalties that he gave of $3,500 US initially, to be followed by another $6,500, which would have been $10,000 royalties for selling tickets on our behalf. And let me also say to you, Matt, about other facts. If we had sold tickets, 20% of the sold tickets would have come to the DOC as part of its fundraising. That is all part of the agreement. Good afternoon, Matt.
All right. Well, I was told that you were out of state, apparently. All right. That was Mr. Felix Wilson speaking to yours truly yesterday afternoon on Talk on the Block. Let's take some more phone calls. Hello.
Hello, Matt. Sorry, I have to call again. But
yes, sir.
Some correction has to be made. ATR really means authorized, right? Ticket reseller. It's not agent. Look up 2016 Olympics ATRs and you will see what it says. Authorized.
All right. Thank you very much. 9:12 is the morning time. This is the hot seat as we continue with this very important issue, and I suspect a lot of questions will be asked of the Olympic Committee in the next few weeks or maybe the next few months. It seemed to be a cloud of darkness over the Dominica Olympic Committee. Hello.
Hi.
I'm here.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Let me ask you why that man had to give back the royalty. Where did this $10,000 come from?
Well, he said the advance royalties. I found that very, very special. You have not sold a ticket, but somebody wants to give royalties, huh?
Right. So I find that is very strange. And I find that man, to me, he's telling you to drop the guns and all kind of things. I find it very defensive. Something is not right. He must come and talk the truth, because I remember sometime last year or whatever year, they had some kind of controversy about that same Olympic business.
Yeah, somebody came in and, yes, you're right.
If that man had withdrawn himself from that, I don't think he would be in this problem again now. So I think he's staying there to cover up whatever they are covering up, and he's just pushing himself deeper in the problem.
Well, I hope not. I hope they're not covering anything. Hello.
Good morning, Matt.
Good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Matt, Mr. Wilson said the agent, the man that was disapproved as an agent, was an agent. So I'm wondering at what point was that man made an agent? Whether it was Mr. Wilson or DOC making that man an agent, or the IOC making him an agent. At what point did he become an agent?
All right. I'm hoping you can answer that question there. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, good morning.
Morning to you.
Oh, Matt, is this a movie?
Sounds like one.
Matt, anybody for understanding, I don't know much about those things, they can see something is wrong somewhere. I hope there is a way for them to disband that organization or whatever it is. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. I hope we will be aware when the next AGM will be. Hello, talk to me. Hello. for 493-095-9697. Yes?
Matt, I really think you should check out. There's a vast difference between an authorized person and an agent.
Yes, you have said that, and we, of course, so we have took note of that because, of course, I'm reading here that some people refer to it as the agent ticket reseller. So I don't know if that's a significant point, but thanks for making the note there. 9:15 is the morning time for 493-095. I read you a note from a board member of the DOC in a minute.
It's okay for a woman to do it, right? In fact, all women are not guilty for doing it. They just keep on doing it. Anytime, any day, it's okay. But when a man starts to do it, well, Steadman not ashamed to do it, and his wife not complaining. She liked to watch him do it with his hand, no glove. She enjoyed watching him, especially when he's had to wring it tight and the last bit of water's come out. He's about to complete washing the family clothes, especially on Saturday and Friday nights. But when he finishes her best part, the last round is to pull out his Ensueno fabric softener. He buy by AC Shillingford and Company. His wife just like the nice natural body fragrance of the fabric softeners in her clothes on the line dry, and she just go. He likes fresh harmony. She likes all the fragrances at Shillingford, especially violet bouquet. Yes, and Ensueno fabric softener. That's what I'm talking about from AC Shillingford. Your colors don't fade. Colors stay close, soft, smell good. From AC Shillingford, use it. Remember, don't spend a lot. Shop at AC Shillingford where you spend less and get more.
KC Fashions and Enterprise, located on 82A Kennedy Avenue, Roseau, Dominica, opposite the Financial Center, affording great brands like Lacoste, Adidas, Coach, Vans, and Levi's, with other attractive, seductive items from Victoria's Secret and Bath & Body Works. Call them at 265-1921 or email them at kncfashions@gmail.com. KC Fashions and Enterprise. Other great brands included Toms, New Balance, Saucony, Polo, Reebok. Come on down and see what's in store. Prices lower than anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. Opening hours 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mondays to Fridays.
It's hurricane season. Now is the time to get prepared. Ensure that your disaster-ready kit is up to date. Keep identification and money close. Educate your family on an evacuation plan. Prepare your family and ensure their safety. Remember, disasters don't know time, so be prepared.
Mommy, can I have a kitty's tablet this summer, please?
Child, no. I have to worry about how I'm going to pay for your school items and my education so that we can have a good life.
Don't worry, the National Cooperative Credit Union offers a learn while you earn loan on very special terms. You can work and further your education. Let NCCU finance your education. Affordable monthly payments, no fees, and free loan protection coverage. We also provide loans to study overseas and to cover school expenses so your kids can be ready for September.
Mommy, can I please get the tablets?
Paracetamol.
Mommy!
I'm just kidding. Okay.
Apply at any NCCU branch today for your Learn While You Earn loan. Call 255-2172 or visit our website at www.nccudominica.com.
It's coming again, back to school time, and we know how difficult it can be to get your children ready for the coming school year. Let the Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited take the burden off your shoulders and the worries of your wallet. Uniforms, school fees, tuition, school books, a CCCUL 12 months back to school loan of up to $2,500. It will make school days very happy days.
School time is here and you don't have to break the bank to get all that the kids need. Shop at Save-A-Lot HBC, offering the best quality at the best prices, giving you great value for every dollar spent. Go back to school the Save-A-Lot way with all the great gear you need. Save-A-Lot, where back to school savings is made easy every day.
We're going back to school.
That's right.
starting Friday, August the 25th till Wednesday, August 31st. Shine Union Dominica has everything you need with a 20 to 30% discount on selected items for back to school. Things like sports shoes, socks, and school shoes, all black. Assorted juice bottles, snack bags, and carrot school bags. Also, school stationery and exercise books. Shine Union back to school sale plus newer items. Also available are tents or camping, storage containers, folding tables, living room sofas. That's right, living room sofas. Shine Union back to school sale plus newer items. Starting Friday, August the 25th till Wednesday, August 31st. Hurry, because you already know when they're gone, they are gone.
The Roseau Sports and Cultural Connection presents the first ever Roseau Sports Festival. Family fun and sports. Sunday, September 4th at Lindo Park Goodwill from 10 a.m. Calling on sportsmen, women and children from Roseau and environs. Come show your skills, flair and endurance in football, basketball, netball, cricket, rounders and different board games such as dominoes. Call 245-2802 to register your zone, your block or your teams. DJ Shield will be playing all the hottest and latest tunes. Homes and castles, face painting, sack race, lime and spoon, and bun eating for the kids. So this Sunday, all roads lead to Lindo Park from 10 a.m. for the first ever Roseau Summer Festival, Family Fun and Sports. Linking up the sponsors one time. Flow, Burton and Company, Fine Foods Inc., Honorable Danny Lugay, Kubuli Chebesau, iRock, and Honorable Joseph Isaac.
We go to school on Monday, there's time for holidays. But in September, it's back to school again. New books and books to buy. Clothes, shoes, even linen. Mama katape melted like katape lajan. Well, mama come to Big Edge and papa come to Big Edge. Your children need the Big Edge to go to school in style. Yes, all loans granted from July 1st to September 9th. Kote Big Edge. Katape or discount. Discount as loan? Yes, my dear. Only 2% interest monthly. Plus, Shaq Moon Kita pay your loan, go to Big Edge. Your name goes into the barrel for the big draw. First prize, $1,500 and a $500 grocery hamper. Second prize, $1,000 and a $300 grocery hamper. Third prize, $500 plus a $100 grocery hamper. Can you imagine who tape loan and you still getting a chance to win a big prize? So, will you join me in the back to school match? We are marching to Big Edge. Wonderful, wonderful Big Edge. Big Edge, financing your most cherished moments.
La Dominique préparez-vous. The government of Dominica discovered Dominica Authority present the 19th World Creole Music Festival, October 28, 29 and 30. Windsor Park Sports Stadium, Roseau. Featuring Akon, the Wyclef Jean, the Gomesha Zukti Maya, Gentleman Morgan Heritage, Popcan, Original Bouillon Pioneers, Ophelia, Triple K Global, WCK, Kes the Band and Mr. Keela, Criolla, Team Mickey, Michael Anderson, Asa Banton, Midnight Groovers, Breathe Ecstasy, Dennis If we had more. Season tickets $325 EC dollars. Nightly tickets $120. The 19th World Creole Music Festival where people meet. C'est musica no.
We're going back to school.
That's right. Starting Friday, August the 25th till Wednesday, August 31st. Shine Union Dominica has everything you need with a 20 to 30% discount on selected items for back to school. Things like sports shoes, socks, and school shoes, all black. Assorted juice bottles, snack bags, and carrot school bags. Also, school stationery and exercise books. Shine Union back to school sale plus newer items. Also available are tents or camping, storage containers, folding tables, living room sofas. That's right, living room sofas. Shine Union back to school sale plus newer items. Starting Friday, August the 25th till Wednesday, August 31st. Hurry, because you already know when they're gone, they are gone.
We are back. Matt, this is a board member of the DOC, and we were warned, I repeat, we were warned about this guy who was chosen to sell tickets. Mr. Watterson took it on his own with the support of Mr. White and went ahead with the discussion. The letter, this board member says doesn't say anything about the issue. It's not about tickets being sold, but about the way it was set up and who it was set up, which is the bridge. Mr. Wilson keeps talking about no tickets were sold. This is not the issue. The DOC is being run by Mr. Wilson and White alone. The IOC and FIFA banned this guy. He messed up at the London Games and World Cup as well. Yeah, here's a report from a board member of the IOC. Hello, talk to me.
Good morning, Matt.
Morning to you, sir.
What I found out from Mr. Wilson is that the quota of tickets that Dominica supposed to get or has received, what has happened to it? And if and when they're sold, what happens to the money? And if they're not sold, what happens to the ticket?
Based on what he's saying, if you sell the tickets or if he had sold the tickets, the Dominica Olympic Committee would have gotten a commission. But from what he's discussing, he's saying, well, we did not sell any tickets, but, we got some royalties, some $3,000, which, according to him, was sent back. So that's my understanding of it. They did not sell, but if they did sell, they would have gotten, significant commission on, just the selling of the tickets. Hello.
Matt, morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Matt, can you recall some member of the government told us we were not selling passport, we were selling citizenship? What is the citizenship passport? What it is, Matt, about the citizenship? What they're getting the money for? You're laughing. Have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Matt, the DOC breached IOC protocol for sale of tickets by not having approval of Mr. Short by the IOC prior to his engagement by DOC. Matt, is it possible to get an interview with any one of the other countries' Olympic committees that received the same letter? I'm working on that. Thank you. Mr. Wilson is aware that the other countries receive letters, but he was unable at the time to tell his colleagues in Brazil about the letter. Remember, they did not know of the letter until yesterday. I'm talking about the executive members. 2 other executive members were in Brazil, but they did not know of the letter until yesterday. Just some questions, Mr. Wilson. Hello. Okay, let's see if we can take another phone call. Are you there, caller? No, you're not there. So just keep calling and we'll try to connect with you, okay? Thank you very much. Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Matt.
How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing?
All right. I hear Mr. Wilson telling you don't rush the gun. Okay, but however, when we talk about the other nations, like first he say Bahamas and Grenada, and then after he come back and he ask you whether he had talked about Grenada, you know. So, however, that is second country called Grenada. So, however, now he rushed the gun. So, he and secondly, now, That is Carlisle Baptist. Well, he gave Mr. White a letter. You understand? So that is good of Carlisle. And how come Mr. White didn't have a letter and then he's a board member?
Mr. White did not know of the letter when I spoke to him yesterday until yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, after we spoke, Carlisle made a letter available. So I'm not because Mr. White, Mr. Felix Wilson, and Mr. Dossett were all in Brazil together, and I'm wondering why this letter was kept away from them.
So Matt, let me ask a question again. How comes Mr. Dorset and Mr. Wilson, what kind of tug of war? I mean, those men they're supposed to take things serious. I mean, if they are in a tug of war, dissolve the committee. Simple as that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, talk to me here. I think, a lot of questions are being asked right now as we speak. I mean, it's not the first controversy at the IOC or the DOC. So, everything has to come to the table. It has to come to the table and, can be or should be discussed. Hello.
Hello, Matt. If you Google Olympic Games authorized tickets, right, resellers, then you'll Google that, then you scroll and you'll see, it will start with Africa, then you'll see this Central America, and you'll see the list of countries in the Caribbean that was authorized to do that. I know that probably not from Dominica, but only Dominica missing in that list anyway. So look that up, eh?
All right, I look that up free. Thank you. 9:32 is the morning time here, and I'm hoping that we get some real answers on this very issue in the not too distant future by Mr. Wilson and the DOC. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Matt, how do you become president of that Olympic organization? Is it a political appointment?
No, it's not.
How do you?
Well, they have the different committees or sports organizations that come to an AGM and they vote for the executive.
And what is the length of the term?
That I don't know, but I can easily find out. Okay.
All right, thank you, man.
Thank you very much, yes. But if there's so much controversy, I'm asking, why would the top executive members want always to return to the top? Yellow.
Matt, let us hope this term doesn't go until 2050.
Good morning. Hello.
Good morning, Matt.
How are you, sir?
Matt, let me tell you, our beautiful country is facing a tsunami of corruption. And the only thing that will stop, we must have a serious cleansing in this country. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day yourself, sir. Let's move on. Hello.
Matt,
I'm here.
you said you made one revelation not very long ago. 3 people were at the Olympics. One got a letter, replied to it, and the other 2 know nothing about it, and they all should be involved. That sounds funny, isn't it?
Well, you've asked the questions. I don't have the answers. But it's strange. It's strange that the top executive members were all in Brazil together, and they did not know of the letter until yesterday when we made that revelation. Somebody says, Matt, good, you got a copy of the letter. I think you got more smarts than that. Can't have this guy pulling the wool over your eyes. That does not have to cease you to the other islands on Mr. Wilson's letter. So what? If I was you, I would be talking to the IOC about that letter. Another WhatsApp message here. Interesting. What if the issue with the bridge was the sale of 2 rooms available to them after second week when the PM and Gambia minister did not show up? Did not remember who they sold them to? However, these things must come out, for many are flying on the backs of the athletes. We continue on the hot seat. Are we taking your phone calls? So Matt, let's take a phone call. Hello.
Yeah, Matt, the next time you get the opportunity to talk to Mr. Wilson, can you ask him for us, please, whether the gentleman who that they gave to sell the tickets that was subsequently withdrawn, whether he had access to the tickets before or after he paid the royalties. Okay, and the second issue, Matt, I want to agree with Lucille. I believe under the circumstances they should disband that DOC because we are not seeing any benefits. They're not telling us about the facilities that they're building. They're not telling us about assistance they're giving to develop sporting organizations. What we see is that Olympic after Olympic, the delegation, the official delegation is much bigger than the team. And in recent times we are seeing that the team is made up of foreign rejects that they hire to come and try to represent Dominica to get a name for themselves. So we are not seeing any benefit, any tangible benefit that DOC is bringing to Dominica. All we are hearing about is the use and the misuse of lavish amount of funds received by the DOC from the IOC match. So I want to agree with Lucille. Ban them.
So Matt, what Mr. Wilson is saying, that nothing was wrong, or nothing wrong was done at the DOC, so why was the letter sent to them? A question there from somebody with a WhatsApp message. Here's another very important question here. Matt, listen to the recording. I'm sure Mr. Wilson said that they paid out $3,000 plus US. $3,000 plus US. Yes, I'm going to go back to the question. So they said ATR for services related to ticket sales. He then said they decided against the second option as they did not have adequate capital to the executive option. So did they pay this man before getting approval? And did they not have adequate capital as they had paid it all to him?
Shine Union Dominica has everything you need with a 20 to 30% discount on selected items for back to school. Things like sports shoes, socks, and school shoes, all black. Assorted juice bottles, snack bags, and carrots school bags. Also, school stationery and exercise books. Shine Union Back to School Sale plus newer items. Also available are tents or camping, storage containers, folding tables, living room sofas. That's right, living room sofas. Shine Union Back to School Sale plus newer items. Starting Friday, August the 25th till Wednesday, August 31st. Hurry, because you already know when they're gone, they are gone.
It's okay for a woman to do it, right? In fact, all women are not guilty for doing it. They just keep on doing it. Anytime, any day, it's okay. But when a man starts to do it, well, Steadman not ashamed to do it, and his wife not complaining. She liked to watch him do it with his hand, no glove. She enjoyed watching him, especially when he's had to wring it tight and the last bit of water come out. He's about to complete washing the family clothes, especially on Saturday and Friday nights. But when he finishes her best part, the last round is to pull out his Ensueno fabric softener. He buy by AC Shillingford and Company. His wife just like the nice natural body fragrance of the fabric softeners in her clothes on the line drying. She just go. He likes fresh harmony. She likes all the fragrances at Shillingford, especially violet bouquet. Yes, Ensueno fabric softener. That's what I'm talking about from AC Shillingford. Your colors don't fade. Colors stay close, soft, smell good. From AC Shillingford, use it. Remember, don't spend a lot. Shop at AC Shillingford, where you spend less and get more.
This is it, the 2016 Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show. Madam of Madams is on Saturday, October 1st, 2016 at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue, Markham Road and 401 in Toronto, Canada. The best of Dominica's culture will be on display as we celebrate the Madam Wap Duet Canada's 5th anniversary. The Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, will be a fierce contest as past winners and runners-up bring their experience, flair, and beauty to the stage. There can only be one Madam of Madams. This year's theme is Viva CC Calderon, honoring one of Dominica's cultural advocates, Mabel Alice CC Calderon. Tickets are only $50 for dinner, show, and dancing. October 1st, 2016 Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Toronto, Canada. See you there.
Solo Jams presents the second Black and Yellow Annual Affair at the Rochdale Center, 16965 137 Avenue, Jamaica, New York. The biggest bands and artists on the lineup Saturday, September 3rd. Colton T, Swinging Stars, Major Mystic, Asa Bunton, Triple K. It's the second annual Black and Yellow Affair. Tickets only $40. Call 347-470-9031 or check Solo Jams Facebook. Doors open 10 p.m. The biggest weekend affair for Labor Day. Triple K, Asa Bunton, Swinging Star,